when you feel in the presence of a warrior or individual with a real capacity to kill, they're not walking around like, but the face is red. I mean, they could be lunatics, but I'm talking about someone who really has the conscious capacity to kill, not the neurotic tendency to be insane, but a conscious capacity. And there's a groundedness to that individual. There's a depth in that individual. How many of you know what I'm speaking towards? So that depth, all of you can create in your body right now. And when you do, your state will change almost instantaneously. That's what all of these practices were done for. So whether we're sitting with our own body minds and the anxiety and nervous energy of our own body minds, and we're breathing deep into our bellies, penetrating that chaos and landing, grounding ourselves in the breath that way, that's polarizing. Chaos, polarizing the life force, the neuroses in our own bodies. We learn to do that with our intimate partner as well. When our intimate partner is emotional or being chaotic, you learn to breathe down the front of your body and ground the moment, and you become the grounding of that breath, and you can fuck her with that breath, and it's an ecstatic experience when you do that. But what I want to impose upon you or communicate here is that your own emotions and neuroses, your woman's emotion neuroses, the world's emotions and neuroses are all the same stuff. They're all the same arising and passing. They're all the same changing phenomenon, constant changing phenomenon in apparently chaotic order. We never had this under control. Death is promised, and we don't know which way it's coming, right? So this breath is the gesture or the intention of creating grounding and cutting through the chaos for the sake of something deeper, grounded, clear, certain in the face of utter uncertainty. And in that, we polarize our own bodies, and we polarize our partners, and we polarize the world through our practice. That's the essence of this practice that we're going to do tonight. How many of you men here are familiar with the Wim Hof breathing technique? How many of you have done that, are familiar with that technique? So that breathing technique is an adaptation from a tantric Buddhist practice called Tumo. Very old practice. And Wim Hof, being a practitioner and yogi himself, took that information, that knowledge, that yogic wisdom, and began applying it and found his own adaptation and flavor of it. And in that tradition, tantric Buddhist tradition, that breath practice, or Tumo, that inner fire that we generate through breath, is a prerequisite to what's called Kama Mudra, the sexual practices, the spiritual sexual practices. And there's an intelligent reason for all of that. Because when we learn how to control the breath, we learn how to control the intensities of energies in our body, whether it's just neuroses, neurotic thought, or whether it's the urge to fuck or come. We learn how to circulate that energy through the body rather than simply ejaculate it out or shake it out or release it in some unconscious way. We learn fundamentally how to take that, what could essentially be a poison, and alchemize it into something that gives us strength. And that is the tantric path in a nutshell. It is the process of taking these inner poisons, anger, desire, ignorance, and alchemizing them into something that can actually be useful for our lives. So this breath was designed to channel that, harness them. So we're going to do a few rounds of this breath together, but there's going to be a further adaptation because Wim Hof's approach only includes essentially a Tumo approach to the practice. What I'm going to now introduce to you guys is a sexual yoga application to this practice. So you could just simply understand how this is done. Now, nothing about this is straight traditional from Tumo or Karma Mudra. This is an adaptation of my own based on these evolutions. But as long as you understand the principles, what we are doing, you're going to get great value and benefit out of this practice, tremendous value and benefit out of this practice. So the first thing I'd like all of you to do is position yourself in a grounded position. So you could see here, you don't have to be kneeling like this, but this is just one example of a kneeling meditative posture. You could be in any form of lotus position, whatever meditative posture is comfortable for you. Or if you're sitting in a chair, you're just simply going to put your feet on the floor like you're standing on train tracks. Your feet are going to be shoulder width. Your knees are shoulder width. So you're all in alignment. Your hands, palms are going to be face down, resting on your thighs. And then you're going to lift your solar plexus up like someone had a string connecting to your solar plexus. Just lift the solar plexus up. You're not going to exaggerate it too much. You're not doing a back bend, but you're just lifting it up so the front surface of your body is not collapsed. So everyone take a moment and find a position like that that feels comfortable to you. And now from here, I'd like everyone to just tuck your chin a little bit. So you can exaggerate the tuck. The feeling is like you're tucking your chin into your Adam's apple. And what you'll feel is at the base of the skull and the top of the spinal column, you're going to feel a little stretch, like the muscles are stretching there. You don't want to hurt yourself. It's very subtle, but you're opening that area. And this allows the cerebral spinal fluid to flow properly from the brain central nervous system down to the spinal column. And this area here, the cervical and sacral pumps in your body help move the energy. When you move the hips with the breath and the head is also slightly moving with the breath, those pumps will literally flow energy down, up, down, up, down, up. And they will help alchemize whatever's in your body, including sexual orgasm. When you guys learn to move sexual orgasm throughout the body and bypass ejaculation, multiple orgasms, it's the exact same technique. So you can circulate fear, anxiety, stress, or sexual sensations through the body in the exact same manner. Okay, so we're just bringing awareness to these places right now. So everyone, once again, tucking the chin, feel that slight stretch, and then relax. So there's no effort whatsoever. And when you do this well, you should be able to find a point in your spinal column where it feels like your spine is stacked, like a stack of quarters. There's no tension in the back. There's no tension in the chest. There's no tension in the belly. It's like your spine is floating like a stack of quarters. And once you can feel that, immediately soften the front surface of your body. So soften your chest. And then I want you to, most importantly, soften your lower belly. And you can even take one of your hands and place it on your lower belly, just beneath the belly button. And I'd like you to really push out and pump out your lower belly. I'm going to show you here. So your belly is right here. You might have tension in your stomach and holding it in. I want you to release all tension, all tension. Push out, out, out until your belly is pregnant, like you just ate an entire turkey dinner by yourself. Let that belly out, out, out. And there should be no tension here. You should be able to hold this. There's not a lot of effort in it. If you're efforting, there's going to be too much tension in your body and it's not the same effect. So this becomes a huge belly full of breath. And it's like there's a cannonball in your stomach. That's how you know you're doing the practice right. And this cannonball of pressure will actually rest on your pelvic floor and actually compress the genitals and massage prostate, and you'll get all forms of activity inside the body as you learn to do this well. So it's an internal yoga, a non-postural yoga, and you'll develop sensitivity over time. It's okay if you can't feel much right now. All you need to do is blow up that belly big and full, and then once your belly's full, I want everyone to inhale deeply and breathe into that area, and then when you exhale, simply relax the belly. Soft, soft, soft. And then you're going to allow that belly to expand again. Inhale. As you exhale, just simply relax the body. So I'm going to put my shirt back down so you guys can sing again. Now we're going to do this together. Everyone keep at least one hand on the belly. And it's going to be best to breathe in through your nose. So when you inhale through the nose, it activates the diaphragm and the lower muscles in the body. When you breathe through your mouth, it has a tendency to engage upper chest muscles, not really what we want. So everyone together, inhaling through your nose into the lower belly, breathe in. Hold. Exhale. Relax the face, relax the front surface of your body. And once again, inhaling through the nose, breathe in. Belly gets full, belly gets big. Inhale, inhale, inhale. You should feel the perineum dropping down, opening up. And exhale. And now one more breath. Full inhale. Full exhale. Relax your hand to the side for a moment. And continue to naturally allow your breath to fill the belly like that. So on the next natural breaths, keep the belly filling as you inhale. How many of you were able to feel that? Feel your belly fill with breath now that it's relaxed and it's a natural breath? How many of you can feel that experience? Good. So this is just one layer, a very critical, important layer to this practice. Now I'm going to add a couple more pieces and then we're going to do the formal practice together. So how many of you here know how to do a Kegel? Do you know what a Kegel is? When you squeeze and squinch the base of your body and your perineum, it's like your testicles are drawing up into your body, the perineum is squinched closed. So I'd like everyone to go ahead and try and do that now. Just squeeze the perineum like you're trying to hold in, prevent yourself from going to the bathroom, and then relax it. Squeeze the perineum and relax. Squeeze the perineum and relax. Now these muscles you're feeling right here are the main muscles that help prevent ejaculation and help you circulate this type of intensity and this energy. So you can literally just sit and do sets of 15. If you just contract, release, you do it 15 times, 3 sets every day, you'll begin to develop a tremendous amount of strength and capacity in the base of the body. Even if you're not doing ejaculatory practices, it is such a powerful practice to have dexterity and a depth of breath and an ability down here, because it's going to cut through nervous energy and anxiety and allow you to ground tremendously well through all these experiences. So remember this practice. So now everyone, we're going to combine the breath. I want you to breathe into your lower belly. Hold it. Contract the base of your body. Exhale, release both. Just relax on the exhale. So once again, inhale into the belly. Contract the base of the body. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale into the belly. Contract the base of the body. Exhale, release. How many of you felt you were capable of doing that? That was something you could feel, okay, I got this. Excellent. Excellent. So we're going to go into a more elaborate practice. If you lose the ability to do this, do not become frustrated or get caught up in it. It'll come with time and practice. In an article I read, I say, these types of practice like learning how to play the drums. And we all just learned how to play the hi-hat. Now we're going to add the kick drum in there. But if anyone has ever tried that, suddenly your hi-hat hand gets all messed up and can't keep doing it. So it just becomes this crazy, like tapping your head and rubbing your belly. It gets very complex internally as we keep adding. So if you get lost, do just what you can. Do what's simple for you. And then that's the right thing. That's the right thing. So now I'd like everyone to take your middle finger and just tap the top of your head. And it's the soft part of your skull. And this is the part of the skull that was opened when you were a baby. And it slowly closes up in time, but it always is a little separated because the skull is plates. And there's a soft part in the head. This is a very auspicious point in the body. And I want you to close your eyes and just tap around this area and physically feel the sensations. There is nothing supernatural or superstitious about what we're doing at all. Not at all. Just simply place your awareness on sensation at the top of your head, and you can tap, tap, tap this area to help wake up those nerve endings. Just say, oh yeah, I can feel right there. What does that area feel like? Just simply feel the area to the best of your ability. And then you can stop the tapping. And I'd like you to continue to feel the area at the top of the skull. So with no touching it, bringing the hands down. If you can still feel this area at the top of your head, raise your hand. Good. So there may be certain points in your own practice or just walking throughout the day and you'll say, wow, I can't feel the top of my head, because you've lost sensitivity and you've lost concentration to do so. You've become distracted, and the more distracted we become, the more numb we become, and the less able we are to feel our own bodies. All of these practices are designed to allow us to concentrate, develop sensitivity and equanimity in relationship to what we feel. Instantly, we penetrate ignorance, we penetrate desire, we penetrate anger, all of it. But that's the practice. So sensitivity, concentration, equanimity, always the practice. So if you can check in with yourself, can I feel the top of my head? Can I feel my perineum? Am I aware of my breath? That's going to be plenty to get you by in such a tremendous way. So now we're going to add the final bits to put this all together. We're going to be using this Wim Hof technique, and you're going to be deliberately breathing in and out through the mouth for this. You're going to inhale 100% through the mouth, and you're going to exhale 80%. So not letting all of the air out, just most of it. And then inhale 100, exhale 80. Now, when we do this, you're going to notice more tension gets stored in the body. Because I told you, when your mouth is closed, you breathe through the nose. It helps activate the lower diaphragms. You can get a deeper breath. So when you're breathing in and out through the mouth, when you're making love or doing any of these practices, naturally the energy is going to become stuck and higher in the body. But we use this Wim Hof technique because it cuts through very quickly, as you guys are going to feel. There's an experience that it cuts through neuroses, frazzled mind very quickly and effectively, and it builds a lot of energy in the body that we're going to work with in this practice. You'll feel energy. And that energy, or those pulsations, or those subtleties you feel, it might just be you're starting to feel your muscles more subtly. But then once you develop the ability to feel your muscles more subtly, you'll start to feel subtle energy. Just like the quality of your breath and the way it impacts the moment, or your sexual energy. So this is a cumulative practice, and we just want to learn how to be more subtle and subtle as we go. So what you're going to do is you're inhaling into the body, and you may notice when I inhale, my spine elongates. So all of you can do that with me. There's no tension in my body, but as I inhale, spine gets long. As I exhale, there's a subtle softening on my front surface. So everyone, inhale, exhale, inhale, and coming to relax for a moment. Now, what I'd like you all to do is, as we do this breath, you might feel lightheaded, you might get tingling sensations. That's good. That's your body coming online. That's very good. It's very healthy for you. As you inhale, imagine the breath going down the front. As you exhale, imagine the breath coming up the spine, down the front, up the spine, down the front, up the spine. After we do approximately 30 breaths together, I'm going to say all the way out. You're going to breathe all the way out. I'm going to say all the way in. You're going to inhale fully. I'm going to say all the way out. You're going to exhale all the way out. And you're going to hold your breath with no air in your lungs. And you're going to feel the sensation at the top of the skull. And I'll remind you all of this as we go. But you're feeling sensation at the top of the skull. And then you're going to inhale fully. And then you're going to contract the base of the body and feel sensation at the base of the body. And we're going to do this 3 times over. So from here, we're ready to go. Everyone's in posture. I'll be narrating a whole thing, so you're welcome to close your eyes if you like, or you're welcome to keep them open or open them at any time. So everyone, taking in a natural breath. Exhale fully. And begin. Full inhale. 80 out. Full inhale. 80 out. Keep the breath going. Keep the breath going. And remember, imagine the breath down the front as you inhale, up the spine as you exhale. Keep breathing. Keep going. 100% in, 80 out. 100% in, 80 out. Keep breathing. Find your own tempo, but it should be relatively quick. Notice sensations in the body. If you start to feel sensations, that's very good. Full inhale, 80 out. Keep it going. Do your best to stay relaxed as you do this. Relax the throat, relax the chest, relax the belly as you do this, but keep the breath strong and full. Almost there. All the way in. All the way out. Get all the air out of the body. All the air out. Out, 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 out. All the way in. And then all the way out. And hold your breath with no air in your lungs. Hold. Hold. Eyes are closed. Chin tucked, spine straight. Relax your face. Relax your jaw. Bring all of your attention to the sensation at the point at the top of the skull, in your head, in your crown. Focus on the sensation here, at the top of the skull. Feel your body want to fidget, want to adjust, and do not. Do not react. Observe the tendencies in your body, but do not react to them. Focus on the crown. Focus on the crown. Feel the physical sensations at the crown. Hold. Hold. Notice nervous energy, anxiety, tension building. Hold. 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 And full inhale. Hold. Now with your breath held, relax your face, relax your jaw, and let that belly become like you just ate that Thanksgiving dinner. Let your belly get heavy as you hold the breath. Heavy, heavy. And your chest is relaxed, your neck is relaxed, your face is relaxed. Relax more. Relax your hands, relax your toes, relax the bottoms of your feet. Let the belly be filled and pregnant with breath, like there's a cannonball resting on your genitals. Like your balls weigh 50 pounds. Grounding you. Hold. Feel your body want to react and fidget. Don't. Do not react. Hold it. All of your attention at the base of the body. And exhale. Let the breath return naturally. And we're going to do another round. Same thing. Keeping the spine straight, bring discipline to the practice, stillness to the practice. You're cutting through your own bullshit. This is a cutting practice. Bring that energy deep down to the genitals and in the belly. So everyone together, taking in a full breath, 80 out. Keep the breath going. Visualize, inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down the front, exhale up the spine. Inhale down the front, exhale up the spine. Keep it going. You should feel like you could do this for an hour without stopping. What do you need to surrender or relax such that you could continue this intensity for a full hour? But the breath stays just as deep. The breath is just as deep, just as penetrating. Everyone together, stay with it. Almost there, stay with it. Full breaths, all the way in. 80 out, all the way in. 80 out. And all the way in. All the way out. Let it all out. Every drop. Out, 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 out. Inhale all the way in. Exhale fully out. All the way out, all the way out. No air in the lungs. Holding out. Closing the mouth. Chin is tucked. Spine is straight. Bring all of your awareness to the crown point and feel the sensations at the top of your head. And notice how your body wants to move. It wants to fidget. Don't let it. Notice how your mind wants to be distracted and do other things rather than feel the sensations in the crown, and don't let it. Keep bringing it back to the sensation at the crown. Bring the mind back to the sensation at the crown. Feel the sensation at the crown. You might feel tremendous sensation all over your body right now. Crazy things. That's okay. Keep it focused. And everyone together, full inhale. Hold. Keeping the chin tucked. Now let that belly become full like it's pregnant with Thanksgiving dinner. Relax the face. Relax the throat. Relax the chest. Let there be a cannonball of breath in your belly. And everyone gently engage that contraction, that Kegel at the base of the body. So belly's full and squeeze just the base of the body. And if you can do that, if you can keep your belly swollen big and just add gentle contraction to the base as you hold this breath, that's going to be what feels like a container or pressure. And that's where you build all of this power. All of this sexual energy gets stored and recycled through your body. It happens here. This is the nuclear power plant of that process. Feel the tension there. Hold, hold, hold. And everyone together in a moment, we're going to exhale. And when you do, you're going to exhale from the genitals, up the spine, shooting the energy to the crown point in your head. So everyone, full exhale. Up to the crown, 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 to the crown. And then let the breath return naturally. Now you might feel a little worked. Your nervous system might be going through some things. Some of you might be feeling pleasurable sensations. Some of you might be feeling irritating sensations, and your body's irritable and wants to stop. Just notice whatever is coming up with you and let that be okay. And together, we're going to go one more layer into this practice. We're going to do 1/3 and final round together. So you know the drill now. Remember the tools you've been given so far. And on this instruction, as you do all the breaths, keep the throat wide open as you're breathing. Keep the chest and heart wide open as you're breathing. Keep the belly wide open as you're breathing. And let the breath ping from the top of the head to the genitals at the base, right? So those are your two ping points. You contract the perineum and the top of the head. The breath should flow powerfully and effortlessly. No obstructions, tensions, or tightnesses anywhere in between. Your body's a hollow column. Nothing in between those 2 points. So we're going to do this final round together. You can close your eyes or keep your eyes open, whichever feels best. Exhale fully. And everyone together, full inhale. Keep the breath going. Down the front, up the spine. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. Relax any tension in the body. No tension. It should be smooth, powerful, and smooth. Keep the intensity. You might get lightheaded. Cut through it. Cut through it. Cut through it. Keep the intensity. Stay focused and stay relaxed. Stay with it. We're almost there. All together, we're almost there. All the way in, all the way out. All the way in, all the way out, and hold. Let it all out, all out, all out. Closing the lips. Tuck the chin, spine straight. Relax the body, relax the face. All of your awareness in the sensations at the top of the head. Bring all of your attention to the crown point. Just feel whatever physical sensations are there. Whether it's numb, pleasurable, unpleasurable, warm, cool, tingling, pulsing. Whatever it is, keep the attention on the sensation and relax the rest of your body. Relax. Even though you're holding, relax the body. Relax. Like sharpening a blade, your mind gets sharper with every second you hold it here in discipline. Feel sensation. Feel sensation. Feel the crown. And full inhale into the body. Hold. Now everyone gently contract the base of the body and apply a little bit of pressure to the crown point and feel pressure at the base and the crown and relax the throat, the heart, and the belly. It's like you're containing that energy between those 2 points, holding. And you could even apply a little pressure to the crown, that place you get when you get a cold headache. You drink something that's too cold and it hurts, that's the place. If you can imagine that place. Pressure there, gentle contraction at the base of the body, hold, relax the throat, relax the heart, relax the belly. And then you're going to, in a moment, full exhale up the center of the body to the crown. So everyone together, full exhale. Closing your eyes, coming to stillness, and let your breath return naturally. Soften the front surface of your body. And allow your breath to fill your belly. Let your belly hang wide and full. Like the breath is just pouring down, grounding you, expanding, dropping the pelvic floor, expanding the lower belly effortlessly. And if in this moment you feel more present now than when the call started, just raise your hand. And hands down. And if in this moment you feel more grounded, more stable in your body than you did when the call started, just raise your hand. And bringing your hands down. Everyone taking a full breath in, full exhale, full inhale, full exhale, full inhale, full exhale. Letting the breath return naturally and opening the eyes. So as part of your practice and for the remainder of this call, I would like you to try and preserve whatever you've cultivated in your body and breath. And that might feel uncomfortable for some of you. Some of you might want to immediately start fidgeting and collapse your chest and breathe shallow again or start touching your face, and that's okay. But I just want you to be aware of those tendencies, and do your best to come back to this posture and breath and hold it as a sort of asana. And also into your day as you move into whatever's next for you after this, whether it's being present with your family or your lover or your children or your work. How long can you maintain this state and bring this as a gift for the rest of your day?